last episode, we said goodbye to Argentina. Now, we have officially already been in Chile because we drove through the country for 4 hours. But this morning, bright and early, we entered Chile to start exploring. So today, this video is the start of a brand new series on our channel. If you don't know, you can go to our YouTube channel and click on the playlist link, and you can see all of our travels kind of divvied up by region or country. Today starts the Patagonia series. So we've already crossed this border once. We're not going to show you too much about it, but let's get through this border bright and early and head to our first Chilean adventure.
Which is a big and important adventure. There's a little discrepancy in the tickets, little drama.
But we'll figure it out. And look, me and Curt decided to match. All right, let's get through this border. Border crossing is complete. Took about 2 hours. We are officially in Chile. It probably could have happened about 30 minutes faster, but the customs lady that came in the van to check for food that we're not allowed to take to Chile fell in love with G Money and Vanna, and who can blame them? She literally stayed in here, maybe not 30 minutes, but 10 minutes just chilling out with our kitty cats.
We had a party. Both of them came in.
Everybody came in to take photos of our celebrity kitty cats. And they took some broccoli, a half a lemon. They didn't take the banana because I ate it really fast.
A carrot and something.
Not bad, wasn't bad, just a few veggies.
Eggs.
Oh, they took Curt's eggs, which is a bummer. But it is time to go find some adventuring. Let's go. Our next destination in Chile, because that's where we are. Chile is in the middle of nowhere. It is difficult to get to, and it is a very special place with some really cool wildlife that they protect like crazy. And part of that is you have to make a reservation in advance to come here. Now, I've been following the reservations, and it looked like as long as you tried within a day or two in advance, you could get a time slot that you wanted. Well, we did not have very good luck with that. When I went on to make our reservations, everything was full for like the next 2 weeks. I found a single time slot on Saturday and a single time slot on Sunday. So if that sticks and we're held to those reservations, we will have to camp out here in the middle of nowhere and go in to this place separately. But we have also read on the reviews that sometimes groups of people do not show up, whether their ferry is late or their plane is late or the tour just doesn't make it here. And that if you're here and there's an open slot, you get to go in. So we are headed out here a day early, and we're gonna just wait and cross our fingers and hope that maybe somebody doesn't show up and we can take advantage and get in this tour today and get to go together. I really want to see these cool animals with Curt. But they're special enough that we'll do what we gotta do. But y'all cross your fingers that we can get in there today. What do we have, Curt? 30 minutes?
30 minutes and no eggs.
Curt doesn't have eggs. He's so sad. We are in luck. We made it to our destination where the next adventure takes place. Curt went up and talked to the lady, and there is an opening at 1 o'clock today. Now it is 11 o'clock, so that gives us time to chill, eat lunch, and get ready to go in, which is a really good thing because it is super windy out here, and having to camp out here until tomorrow and even into Sunday, that would have been rough. So we'll see y'all at 1 o'clock. Yeah.
All right, just a quick little update. The weather is definitely getting super windy, and the temperature's dropping a little bit, so we're having a little wardrobe issues trying to decide how many layers to wear while we head out here.
So windy.
This is one of the windiest places in the world, right, Snow?
Yeah, I don't know all the stats, but we'll tell you soon. One thing we have to learn really fast, everyone, is what that translates to into US dollars, because we are not in Argentina anymore. Those are Chilean pesos. We think it's around $15, but we'll tell y'all later.
FYI, it is windy today.
windy and cold, but I wanted to tell you a bit about these beautiful king penguins, or Penguino Reys. First, let's talk about where we are. We are at a Reserva Natural Penguino Rey on the island of Tierra del Fuego in Chile. Now, Tierra del Fuego is split in half, with the east side being Argentina, where we went all the way south to Ushuaia. The western half is Chile, and the border is bordered by the Magellan Strait. This is a park off the Intuil Bay, just off the strait. And here, in 2010, about 90 king penguins showed up on this coast. The king penguins are the second largest in the world of all penguins, second only to the emperor penguins, which we hope to see one day in Africa. The kings grow to heights just over 3 meters, and they love to stand tall and proud and sport a striking black, white-breasted tuxedo with tidy plumage. But what makes you stare is the bright orange lower beak liner, the orange earmuffs, and the unique bolero or neck scarf of orange. And they know how to strut their stuff. These are big, beautiful birds. And to stay big, you gotta eat big. And these guys can dive down to over 1,000 feet in the hunt for food, and are said to eat up to 2,000 fish per day. That's a lot of anchovies. This rookery that we see here today is not growing or shrinking. But king penguins are coming here, and some are staying. On the site, they found fossils and remains which indicate that some time ago this was a thriving rookery. For some reason they left, and for at least now they are back. And this reserve has a mission to protect this area for not only the Penguino Reys, but also the native flora and fauna. Our fingers are crossed that these guys are able to thrive again right here in this desolate, windy place here in Tierra del Fuego, Chile.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a nice
Bye.
day.
This was our wonderful guide.
Bye.
She was awesome. All right. Oh, did we? Oh, cool. They gave us a cute little pin. It was so windy out there, but I hope you enjoyed all the information we just gave you guys and the amazing footage of those beautiful king penguins. We've left the penguin place, which we have already told you was in the middle of nowhere. We had to take a long gravel road to get out there. We had to bring a long gravel road back to the paved road. We were super excited to make it to the paved road that lasted about 500 feet and turned back to gravel road. We now realize that the rest of our journey until we get to our campsite tonight will be on gravel, bumpy road, which none of us care about, but it's not horrible other than it's incredibly windy. So Curt's got his hands full. We got about an hour and a half till we get to a town that is still in the middle of nowhere, but not quite as rural as the Penguin Reserve. I'm gonna say this wrong, but I think it's Porvenir. We're headed to the little town of Porvenir, where we will start the next leg of our journey after we do all this gravel road driving. It's definitely a mentally draining drive for Curt because the wind gusts coming off this water are extreme. The road is not in the best shape. It's not a horrible road, but it's gravelly and bumpy, but it has been a beautiful drive. Most of the time we've been riding right along the edge of, I do not know the name of it, but it's a huge bay of some sort that's actually part of the Straits of Magellan.
How much further do we have left? 7.5 miles from our destination, and we hit pavement. Yeah, pull over.
We hit swans.
And it looks like there's some beautiful swans out here. We'll see if we can get some video. But we are glad to be off this chattery washboard road. That is for certain.
The cats too. Curt pulled out the tripod and the big camera Where we're from, this is not normal. A lake full of swans. Some that are solid white and some that have black heads. I think, don't quote me on this because we haven't been in Chile long enough to know, but that's a bird from Chile, the black-headed swan. And there's so many other kind of birds blended in here. I know Curt's out there having a field day. And just look how beautiful they are. Oh, and on the other side of the lake, y'all can't see them. There's hundreds over there as well. So border crossing day into a new country is always exciting and usually full of errands and stuff we have to do to adjust to a new country. And this one's not completely a normal border crossing in many ways, because we also, I don't think we'll do it tonight because it's getting too late, but we need to take a ferry to get over to mainland Chile, because we're still technically on the island that is separated from the mainland by the Magellan Straits. But next on the agenda, get to this little town, figure out where we're going to camp for the night.
All right, we are pulling into the town of Porvenir. Now this is a ferry town, meaning this is how you cross the Magellan Strait into sort of mainland Chile. So off Tierra del Fuego onto mainland Chile. This is where we're going to do it. Also, Snow told you, it is border crossing day and we are in Chile. And although it's not for the first time, last time we passed through, so we've got all the normal logistics to figure out. Money, phone, groceries. What else we got to figure out, Snow?
How expensive diesel's going to be in Chile.
We've heard rumors that diesel's going to be painful. We're about to find out. Well, it is very normal for us to have a change of plans in our lifestyle.
Yes.
However,
this was pretty crazy.
I don't think today has really gone anything like planned.
No.
You know, we weren't even scheduled to see the king penguins until tomorrow, possibly Sunday. So we were prepared to stay there for a couple days. We were going to drive on to this city, supply up, get logistics figured out, take the 2-hour ferry ride over to Puerto Arenas.
Punta Arenas.
Punta Arenas.
Tomorrow should have been the ferry.
However, we are in line for the ferry. I just went in and got tickets.
We're on the 8 o'clock ferry.
We're about to take a 2-hour boat ride, guys. That's how quickly things change.
But what instigated this is we found the only ATM in town, and it was kind of funky and wanted a really long password, more like a credit card thing. So, not much we can do here without money. Let's get on the ferry.
I also learned what the problem is with that.
What?
We got to use debit, not credit.
Okay. We learn as we go. When we get to a new country, it always happens.
And as you guys can tell, G's excited about the boat ride too.
It's okay, buddy.
So anyway, we're going to take care of G. We're going to get on the boat and we'll see you guys.
All right, we've turned in our tickets. We've made it through the entry gate, but we have to wait a few minutes before we get on the van. On the ferry, probably because we're a bigger van. Looks like they're going to load those little side passages first. And we're waiting over here with the big cars. Time for a boat ride.
All right, it looks like we got here in the nick of time. Now, ironically, this tour van that's getting on right in front of us, we pulled up at the ferry right behind them. Ironically, they were at the King Penguin tour. So the city that we're going to, they start over there, Punta Arenas, bring them across the ferry, take them out to do a tour, and they're bringing their tour group back. We already saw some of the same people, but looks like we're rolling on. And they put a lot of vehicles on these ferries. I thought we were going to barely fit, but it looks like there's plenty of room and no more cars. So all's good. We're going to hop on, I think, right here. We're waiting for him to give us the signal, and yeah, here we go. A lot of women. All right, we are on the ferry. and I ran out to get some quick shots for you guys so you can see us taking off.
It is bouncy.
It is windy and rough. I left Snow with instructions to stir the pot, and we just came out of the channel. I think she's having to do more than stir.
Having to hold the pot. It's not that bad, but it is bumpy, and you can hear it it'll crash down, and it's all good. So I thought our overnight ferry ride from the Baja to mainland Mexico was bumpy, but this for sure hasn't beat. We're parked in the middle of this ferry, and we are getting salt spray on the windows from the waves crashing over. But we have managed to cook supper, and it looks yummy. The kitties are a little nervous. We're doing our best to keep them calm, and we're doing fine, other than it is a little rocky. Maybe a little queasy feeling, but we're gonna be all right.
Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over, baby.
It is 10:30. If you know us from following the channel, you know that is very, very late and way past our bedtime. But it's still nice that we made it across the ferry. And now we are going to go about a half a mile and hopefully park at a truck stop gas station. So we will see y'all in the morning. We are up and at 'em. It's early. Yes, I'm still in my pajamas, but that is because we woke up at our truck stop camping, and we wanted to be considerate to all the truckers that were coming in and trying to get ready for their day of work. So we just wanted to get out of their way. So we are headed downtown to try to find a parking spot close to the cell phone store. So as soon as things start opening, we'll already be in the middle of the activity, and we can get our day started good. Right, Curdy?
Right on, right on, right on.
But don't worry, I will put on real clothes before we go into the cell phone store. We have successfully acquired new SIM cards from that little store right back there behind Curt, which was very friendly.
We changed from Claro to Movistar. It's been a while since we had Movistar, but the two biggest carriers down here in Latin America are Movistar and Claro.
Yes.
And coverage depends on what country. We've been advised that Movistar is the best here.
Yes. So now we have 2 gigs that comes with our SIM card, but that is not near enough for our lifestyle. So now we have been told that we can pay money at these little stores, and it'll put a balance on our phone number. And then through texting, we can add more gigs. But you have to pay with cash, which we do not have yet. So the next order of business is...
We need money.
We need
and
money.
If you guys remember, right before we got on the ferry in a rush, I was trying to get money out of the ATM. It wouldn't give me money. I tried 2 different cards. Then I paid for the ferry, and she's like, oh, not credit, debito.
Yeah.
Which means we're going to go try the ATMs now instead of credit, debit.
And see how it goes.
And the dance continues.
Let's get some money and get our phones working, and then it's a grocery store and a car wash.
Welcome to a new country.
Chile! So the Banco Estado. I was able to fumble my way through a new country's ATM, which one thing I don't think we've ever told you is not only is it hard to find the ATMs that we need for our bank cards, but also to figure out the new system. Sometimes they'll translate into English, sometimes they won't. This one was kind of half and half. Chile uses different words. Every one of these countries down here has different words that mean different things. But I was successful. We have money. So back to the store that can help us get a balance for our cell phone. It's confusing, but it's all part of the deal when you travel from country to country as much as we do.
And we're checking boxes, getting it done.
Getting it done.
All right, well, we are celebrating. This is our celebration meal. We are celebrating
Getting our errands done.
Getting our errands done and being in Chile today. Snow got what looks like a lovely pumpkin soup.
It is. It could be the best I've ever had. And that's hard to say because I've had some good pumpkin soup because it's my favorite. So it's really good.
And she's already happy because the washrooms have hot water for washing your hands.
Wash your hands. The water's hot. And the toilet paper dispenser is good. It's the little things when you go from country to country, but it's been nice here so far.
And for me, I got a Caesar salad. It looks like this is a little dressing on the side. Maybe even I mix it myself. With some croutons, some lettuce, looks like some cheese and some olives. And I think you also got asparagus and...
a little salad mixture of asparagus and heart of palm. And I got a baked chicken, or grilled chicken breast.
Wow. All right. It's
Curt
gonna...
has, don't you have a seafood lasagna?
Seafood, salmon, vegetable lasagna. So I'm excited.
We'll show you that in just a minute.
All right, I've got to be honest. Snow is being really good. Look at this grilled chicken here.
Look at this. Cold heart of palm and white asparagus with a little bit of lemon juice.
Nice. And you can see my salmon lasagna. It doesn't have pasta in it. It's on a bed of spinach with salmon and a little zucchini squash with a crab white sauce on top. So the white sauce maybe not so good, but everything else looks delicious.
Tell them something though, because in the comments, some of you guys are being pretty hard on Curt, and he's getting closer because he wants y'all to hear this. When we go out to eat, he eats what looks good on the menu. But when we're in the van, and eating in the van, which is 95% of the time, he's eating the same kind of food I'm eating. And not only that, he is cooking the food that I need. So he is eating very healthy 95% of the time. So y'all ease up on my Curdy, okay? Vanna is on the dash, chewing on a receipt. This one sure likes paper. But she's on the dash, but it is not because it is moving day. We actually just made it to our camp. We finished all of our chores for a new country day, and we're settling in for the night. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!